What's going on, tribe? Alright, so check this out, man. We about to get into it today, man. We about to get into it today. Oh shit, y'all ain't heard nothing I said, man. Y'all ain't heard a goddamn word I said. Whew. What's up, tribe? We about to get into it today, bro. I want to start getting away from toddlers a little bit and start getting more into the tribe. But toddlers are always part of the tribal discussion because nobody fucks up your shit like a toddler. They're born and bred for destruction. So you got to be strong in your tolerability and strong in your tribalism and only think about the logo, not the labia. You feel what I'm saying? Yo, so we got a lot to cover today, bro. I'm about to break down so much stuff, man. You guys gonna understand the Erkeon Tribe. You gonna understand why I don't really be rocking with dudes with no shirts that just running the forest. Yo, we about to get it in, bro. It's about to be real entertaining, bro. It's about to be real entertaining. As we do about this time, let's get it in.
Okay, anybody ever seen a mission statement before? Here, everybody take one. Take a mission statement. Here we go. One for everybody. One slow down. Alright, okay. Now, who wants to be the first one to read the first sentence on the mission statement? Okay, how about you?
Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Stay away from cities with dyke mayors. They spray the pipes major. Don't play with your life, player, or shake the dice, player. But if you got a quota, then stay away from toddlers. These bitches are fight promoters. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Train your toddler. Please train your toddler. Whippings, timeouts, take her allowance. Cause I swear she will destroy your life if you allow it. Fucking, I'm tired of rapping. Yo, low, bring in the choir. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare.
Why are you moving out? Why did Daddy say so?
Because we were talking about every night, I wanted some boyfriend, so I'm moving out. Okay.
Because Daddy told you can't have a boyfriend in his house? So you're moving out?
Yes.
What's going on, guys? Check this out, man. Make sure y'all like and sub as y'all come in, bro. I got my Mercier hat on today. Do you know who these four guys are? Do you guys know? Let me explain to you who these four guys are. This is the noble Drew Ali. This is where y'all get y'all 5%ers from, or whatever the case may be. He created a culture. He did. Right? I'm going to say the best for last because he's in my top 5. This is African Bambaataa. Also created culture. Y'all call it hip-hop culture. Breakdancing, graffiti, all that. It's part of a culture. Right? It's a cult. Sure. You understand that, right? This is Jim Jones. All I'm going to say about Jim for right now is don't drink the Kool-Aid. This man he accidentally made a meme to this day. When they say don't drink the Kool-Aid, they talking about this man right here, Jim Jones. Last but not least, we got L. Ron Hubbard, the creator of Scientology. Also a built-in culture. We're going to talk about a few things today, man. We're going to talk about a few things today. We're going to make it all make sense, my G's. It's all going to pop in sway, right? Guys, I'm lightweight, kind of happy, right? Um, Fresh as a Glass said, "Can I spit on that track?" That is me, nigga. Anyway, all right. So check this out. A few things happened this morning. I was checking out Mr. Palmer's show. A few things happened this morning while I was watching. For those who just saw his show, man, I was in the queue when motherfucking Truth Freeman started talking. And I was still in that queue all the way to the end of the show, and I had to come and prepare for mine. So I didn't get a chance to talk. But this is what I wanted to say on that show real quick. While I was waiting, nigga, we everywhere now. We on. I did my job. For those who don't know, Crusader Publishing. I actually own a publishing group. So I did my job today because I felt like it. And now we're on Anchor, Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, and some other shit. I just did my job. And now we stream live to all type of shit. Speaking of streaming live to all type of shit, what the fuck am I doing with my life, bro? I totally jacked. Let's start from here. Now we streaming live to Spotify. Okay, so make sure y'all like and sub if y'all on Facebook. I want to welcome to Spotify and the Google Podcast and the new iTunes listeners. Make sure y'all like and sub. What we're gonna do is we do a daily show on YouTube. I'm gonna download the podcast to your favorite platform so y'all get daily dirty folks doses of truth. So I'm excited about that. Okay, so with that being said, just to go back to the initial thing, like I said, man, Noble Drew Ali, African Bambaataa, Jim Jones, and L. Ron Hubbard may be the four most influential new culture icons of our time, right? Of our time. I want to break down something, but I want to explain to you first. Let me move this over. How did I get right there? I want to explain to you first that I've been excited about this podcast since yesterday. For those who know this, man, I had this on cue since yesterday, man. And I had it on cue for 4 hours before I put it on cue last night because I needed to do the cover art for YouTube, and my friend slid through before I finished the cover art because I already had this whole thing, and I've been ready. I've been ready. I'm so excited, man. You know how much I love Colts. I love Colts almost as much as I love tacos, man. We know I love tacos. So check this out. Let's start this off where we start this off. I'm going to show you what inspired me to do this. It was another YouTuber who was talking about the raids of the 5 cults. And I know one was Killeen, Texas. I know one was in Georgia, on the outskirts of Athens, I think. I'm not exactly sure about the location, but there was 5 of them. He had all 5 at 7 in the morning. First of all, bro, that's how the feds come through. I need background sound when I'm talking. That's how the feds come through, bro. When the feds come through, bro, they hit everybody's house at 4 in the morning. We never talk about 1996. It's an unwritten rule that if you're from Chicago, you don't talk about 1996. But if 1996 was a real year, if it actually happened, right? Because from my understanding, the only thing that happened in 1996 is Bill Clinton got elected. That nothing else happened that year, though. You know what I'm saying? Monica Lewinsky, maybe. But that nothing else happened. We went from 1995 to 1997. 1996 never happened. But it happened. then the feds would have come to Chicago and done a gang sweep for the GDs, the BDs, the Latin Kings, and the Blackstones. Well, no, the Mickey Cobras. They did the pit. Had that happen, but it didn't happen because 1996 didn't happen. But what did not happen because 1996 didn't happen is they hit everybody crib at 5 in the morning. The only dudes who got out of that jam were the ones that were cheating on their wives with a mistress at a hotel, because they hit everybody crib, they mama crib, they baby mama crib, all at the same time. 52 people got locked at the same time, allegedly, because 1996 didn't happen. But if it happened, they all came pow, 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 pow. With no phone calls, no nothing, no time to warn nobody, nothing. Allegedly, because 1996 is a fictitious year. It doesn't exist. Anyway, maybe Tupac got killed in 96. Or did he get killed in 95? Maybe a rapper got killed in this fictitious year. So that they never... It was Tupac. That's why Tupac ain't dead. That's why he in Cuba, because the year don't exist. You see what I'm saying? Had 1996 existed, Tupac could be dead. But he in Cuba because 96 don't exist, right? Now, I don't make this stuff up. Maybe a little bit. But still. So this guy right here is a former Jehovah's Witness. And he left the Jehovah's Witnesses because he said the J-Hoes were a cult, and he's anti-religion now. He's totally anti-cult. So he's like a cult buster now, right? He's like a atheist zealot, right? Because the Jehovah's, he don't rock with them. Anyway, he did an expose on the raids, which triggered me to say how dope cults are. How dumb this one is. These people are dumb. Don't be dumb. This is run by toddlers. But let me get into what he's talking about real quick, and I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back to my tirade.
As I said, this is written by Hemant Mehta on the Unfriendly Atheists website, which is now only sky.media. Title is FBI Raids 3 Southern Churches Known for Targeting Soldiers. It was written on June 25th, 2022. On Thursday, the FBI raided 3 churches in Georgia and Texas, all of which were affiliated with the House of Prayer Christian Church, or HOPCC, and all of which were known to target soldiers specifically. While the FBI hasn't released any formal statement about the raid, there's reason to believe it occurred because of alleged fraud taking place at those churches. The story behind it is wild, according to him.
The story behind it is wild. So this guy inspired me. I'm going to read the article because I don't want to get flagged on the video. So I'm going to read the article myself to you guys. But the story is wild. The thing is, like you said, they got popped for fraud. I tell you guys all the time, America will let you do whatever you want to do if you pay Rome what is Rome. Speaking of paying Rome what is Rome, pay your goddamn babysitter fees. This one's about to be hot. Man, I'm telling you, y'all going to love this one. This one's right here is going to inspire you to quit acting colored and be men and create your own culture around this motherfucker. I got you today, bro. This is going to be some good shit. Now, look. These knuckleheads not every Christian is a Christian. That's true. But I don't look. I don't even care about the Christianity. I care about the cult. Look, because everything's a cult, right? Y'all talking about black culture right now. Culture is just cult is just the root word of culture. Look, let me show you something. So I'm about to go through a few things with you guys to bring to the effect of culture. I'll tell you what these guys did last. We're going to come back to this. We're going to come back to this. First, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about those 4 guys that I had on the screen initially, one by one, because I want you guys to understand how culture is created. and it's never created by the masses. It's created by the shooters. Proverbially, not literally. A handful of people do something, then everybody be like, yo, I want to be down with that. They got matching t-shirts. And then they follow your logo. And then it becomes a culture as things manifest. Right? So, I kind of want to say the best for last, so I will. Because I love L. Ron Hubbard, bro. Pause. But L. Ron Hubbard is in my top 5. If y'all ever hear me talk about my top 5 historical figures, it's always Napoleon, Hitler, L. Ron Hubbard, Benjamin Franklin, and then the 5th one varies. Sometimes, most of the time, it's Jesus, because Jesus is so influential. Actually, L. Ron Hubbard is normally number 5, and he fluctuates. But today, he's in my number 5. Jesus is always number 4, because he got great influence. He sells a lot of books. But what all 5 have in common, and even to that extent, when I take L. Ron out and I put Louis Vuitton or somebody, the reason Louis Vuitton be off and on, even though I think what he did in Haiti is phenomenal, is because my top 5 have something in common. All 5 of my top 5 became rulers of lands that they were not born in, including Jesus, right? Napoleon took over France. That nigga was from Sicily, an island outside of Italy. Hitler took over Germany. He was from Austria. L. Ron Hubbard is from Britain, but the Church of Scientology, even though they have a temple in Britain, because, you know, you start where you at, he came to America and really locked it down, right? All the celebrities are Scientologists, not all, but a lot of celebrities are Scientologists on the low. Ben Franklin. Ben Franklin was a triple agent. This nigga was of Britain, moved to America, became American, and then sent France at Britain, which not only gave the America Day Revolution, also started the French Revolution, because France was so depleted from helping America that's how you get the Marie Antoinette quote, "Let them eat cake." All that shit started because Ben Franklin went and fucked up everybody at the same time. Fucked up America, fucked up Britain, fucked up France. But he helped America in the end. So that's why they make my list. And Jesus, of course, he was from Bethlehem. But he traveled everywhere else. And then as soon as he came to the crib, they killed him, right? Because niggas said that you can't go back home. You know, when he heard that, when he was back home. So, shout out to that. But, with that being said, so, hold on, I didn't even got theme music. Because now I sound like a gangster instead of just talking. Anyway, so let's start off with the Noble Drew Ali. Noble Drew Ali was the reason that y'all yelling 5%ers, which somehow I'm not putting it on Drew. I'm not putting these niggas with no shirt in the forest on Drew. But he was the catalyst that began it. He's not the reason for it. Because they just be mixing shit together. Because niggas always freestyling shit, stealing people's styles, biting shit. But we're going to go into the whole thing. So, Timothy Drew, better known as Noble Drew Ali, who was born in 1886 and died in 1929. He was the American who founded the Moorish Science Temple in America. I think I need to enforce. Damn, what was he? 42 years old. He was so young, yo. But he was born in 1886, so he was born a free man, 20 years after slavery was over, and he died in 1929 during the Great Depression. But during his prime, when he was really kicking it off, it was the early 1900s. I'm gonna tell you how you get these goofy ass Hebrews out of, but I don't blame Noble Drew Ali. I don't. Now, but I'm gonna tell you all the things that were happening in colored America doing Reconstruction. And we in Reconstruction again right now. I keep telling y'all keep fighting the gender war that was over in 2008. We in Reconstruction right now. So it's very important that y'all understand the Reconstructionists and how these things came to be. Now, he founded the Moorish Science Temple of America, right? He's the reason everybody calling themselves Moors. Now, considered a prophet by his followers, in 1913 he founded the Canaanite Temple in Newark, New Jersey, before relocating to Chicago, because everybody comes to Chicago with their religious bullshit, because this is a daycare. Anyway, where he gained a following of thousands of converts. Following the murder of a rival, can you guys see this? Yeah, you guys see this. Following the murder of a rival Moorish Science Temple leader, Drew Ali was arrested but never charged and sent to jail, and died in 1929 shortly after being released. So they probably put some in his food while he was locked up. They probably killed him, bro. I wouldn't doubt it. Anyway, he was born Timothy Drew in North Carolina. So I need you guys to understand something. I need you guys to understand something. The entire philosophy of being a Moor, let me just say this real quick. The entire philosophy of being a Moor is to say that you're the original people and that you have the rights of a man in America. The problem that I have with Moors, but I don't have a problem with Moors, but the problem that I have with it, which is why I don't adopt the Moorish science, is the Moors were known for being the navigators who brought Christopher Columbus and them to America. And through this philosophy, they try to tell you about gentlemen like, what was his name? What was his name? The president of the Continental Congress. I'm about to look his name up real quick. I want to give y'all factual information that has nothing to do with running in the forest with no shirt on. He was a black guy. If y'all know in the chat, y'all could put it. And I don't know why I don't remember his name. I don't remember his name. John Hanson. John Hanson. That was his name. Now, the problem with the philosophy of this is John Hanson was born after the nation was founded. But here's a picture of John Hanson, right? Who was deemed to be the first black president. But John Hanson did his thing. Great men. But here's the problem with being a colored. Here's the problem you guys have with being a colored. All the great things that you guys accomplished were men. But when men do things, y'all credit black people. But y'all let these Tylers do every fucking thing under the sun, and they credit black girl magic. They are not your people, bro. These goofy ass Tylers should be slaves and concubines, bro. They should never be included with your shit. Be a man first, bro. This color shit is just a fetish. Only men try. Nothing happens to girls. Girls just fuck the winner. It's all on you, man. Quit hiding behind skirts. These girls is goofy. They don't know shit. They just do shit. Anyway. So, back to Noble Drew Ali. Make sure y'all like and sub as y'all come in, bro. Back to Noble Drew Ali. So, the problem I have with the Moors is because they don't claim indigenous status. They claim that they were part of the pilgrimage. And then they want the rights afforded an American, but all they're saying is they're American. They just want to be legally white. And I'm with that. I'm with the legally white part. I'm just not with the navigator part. Anyway, so here's the thing. Born Timothy Drew, January 8th, 1886 in North Carolina. Sources as to his background and upbringing. One reports that he was the orphan son of two former slaves born in a Cherokee tribe. Let me explain something to you. Two former slaves born into the Cherokee tribe. Here's the thing, man. Slaves didn't come from Africa. 4% of slaves came from Africa. In every book that they wrote for themselves, they tell you 4% of slaves came from Africa. That means 96% of slaves were already here. That's just how math works, right? You got 100 or something, 4 come from somewhere else, 96 had to be already here. It doesn't make sense to import staff and personnel like that. If I live in Chicago, I'm going to hire somebody from Chicago or the Chicagoland area. I'm not going to say I got a minimum wage job and only put help wanted ads in New York or LA. It doesn't make sense. You deal with where you're at. For those who watched it was a great movie with what was the name of it? Not The Unforgiven. It was a great movie with Leonardo DiCaprio about being a pioneer in slavery. Let's look at it. Leonardo DiCaprio, start with a U. No, maybe it didn't. Leonardo DiCaprio movies. I want to show, because it was a great movie. It was a fucking The Revenant. That movie, The Revenant. If y'all watch that movie, The Revenant, bro, the entire movie they calling the Native Americans niggers. The whole movie, because nigger is really Latin, but at that time Latin was the tongue, like English is now. Latin was the tongue. So Spanish comes from Latin, Portuguese comes from Latin, Italian comes from Latin, French comes from Latin. So the Latin word for black is Negro, right? Nigga, I can't pronounce it, but it's basically Negro. So every classification of you have every classification of you have always been based on color. More means olive skin, black, right? Black olive. Black means black. Negro means black. Colored means you a multitude of colors, but it kind of mean black. It just mean you not white. Everything they call you is based on a color, bro. They don't give you a tone of nationality. They don't give you an ethnic group. They don't give you a tribal designation. They give you a color. And then y'all roll with this color. And then y'all had this fetish about this color. And you think 46 million motherfuckers with a color is your people. Never in life. I'm in Chicago, nigga. Motherfuckers that look like me ain't my people. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas GD, some Blackstone, some Vice Lord, some BDs, some got them in, it's some motherfuckers that's Latin Kings, Spanish Knights, dog. Everybody tribe how they tribe, man. Everybody got their own tribal crest. Everybody got their own logo. So, all I'm saying is they keep calling you a color. So I want you to know that the reports was he was an orphan son of 2 former slaves born into a Cherokee tribe. What is a Cherokee tribe? Cherokees are one of the indigenous people of the southeastern woodlands of the United States. Prior to the 18th century, they were concentrated in homelands with towns along river valleys, what is now known as southwestern North Carolina and southeastern Tennessee. And that's all I'm giving you on that. But other people describe him as the son of John A. Drew Quitman, military and political leader of the Cherokee Nation, and Eliza Turner Quitman, full-blooded Wichita Tunica mother. So either way, he is of this nation, by this nation, for this nation. He's indigenous to here. But I understand where he got the Moorish thing from. He got it from the people who eventually would run through the forest with no shirts on. But I'm not putting that on him. But that's where he got his spinoff from. I know he got a spinoff from. Now, but we're gonna talk about this later because we're talking about culture, right? Slide through here. Drew Ali reported that during his travels in Egypt, because apparently he went to Egypt, he just was kicking it. Everybody was kicking it back then. Motherfuckers was just dipping on and off. You're going to hear that theme a lot, that people go to some country in Africa and then come back with a religious awakening. Traveling seems to do that for people. But anyway, Drew Ali reported that during his travels in Egypt, he met a high priest of Egyptian magic. In one version of Drew Ali's biography, the leader saw him as a reincarnation of the founder. In others, they claim that the priest considered him a reincarnation of Jesus, the Buddha, Muhammad, and other religious prophets. According to that biography, the high priest trained Ali in mysticism and gave him a lost section of the Quran. I want to show you guys something real quick. We had this show already. We already did this show last week sometime. I just want to give you guys the equivalent of what we talked about in a previous show, right? In a previous show we had. I still got it here somewhere because I'm dope like that. Boom. Remember we did the show 5 Reasons Men Shouldn't Be Black? Remember that show? And during the course of that show, one of the things that I said was to become the hero of your own story. Colors are only the victim of their story. You can be the hero or the villain, but never the victim. Colors are always the victim of their story. They gods that worship the white people. It's always some fucking confusing shit. A queendom that always got conquered. Fucking Egyptian kings, even though Egypt, none of the slaves, the 4% that came to America didn't come from Egypt. Egypt is in the north. That's like you getting snatched from the West Coast, from New York, Oregon, Washington State, because that's where they snatched the slaves from. And then when you get where you going, you tell them, I'm from New York, B. You don't know shit about New York, B. Like, Egypt is not where they came from. As a matter of fact, there was so many Moors between Egypt and Morocco that they were actually raiding the cargo ships. When you listen to the Navy shit talking about we fighting wars from the top of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli. Tripoli is in Africa. They went over to Africa to stop the Africans from robbing them blind. So you telling me these motherfuckers is jacking your whole boats like you Tom Hanks and shit. But you were able to take slaves out and they was cool with it? Nah, B. The motherfuckers ain't come from that, bro. Look, the point is to become the hero of your own story. And this is what I will give Noble Drew Ali. This nigga is definitely the hero of the story he told. This nigga said he was Jesus, the Buddha, and Muhammad, and a few other prophets. They said, goddamn man, this motherfucker is I'm every Muslim. It's all in me. He everything. Shout out to Noble Drew Ali, nigga. Anyway, talk about a God complex. That's narcissism. But anyway, according to the biography, the high priest trained Ali in mysticism and gave him the lost section of the Quran. The text came to be known as the Holy Quran of Moorish Science Temple of America, not to be confused with the Islamic Quran. And I need you guys to understand that too. The Nation of Islam, Fruit of Islam, two different organizations. Islam is different than being a Muslim, right? Being a Muslim is different than being a Muslim, right? Anyway, I say all that to say that Drew Ali created a culture that stands to this day where everybody got the crescent moons and all that. He built a culture, right? So, how do we get Hebrew Israelites? They mixed up shit. But Hebrew Israelites is also a culture that makes you take your shirt off and run in the forest, apparently. So, the roots of the Hebrew, and it says right here, I'll make it bigger. The Hebrews were a branch of the Pentecostal church. That's what it was. It was just the Pentecostal branch of Christianity. Just like most blacks were Baptists, some were Pentecostal. The Hebrew roots come from the Pentecostal church, right? And the Pentecostal church, for the black Pentecostals, hold on, all it says is black Christians have been integrally involved in every aspect of the Pentecostal movement since its inception. There is a text that I can't find right now. I didn't look hard though. But what it said was, after slavery around 1880, I'll tell you the story because I didn't find it, but I've read it before. After slavery was over in the 1880s, 1890s, they started having a religious, like everybody was trying to do their own thing with religion. So the Black Pentecostal church says, yo, we want to be something different. We need to be something specifically for black people. So we need a black spinoff of the Pentecostal church. So we're going to call ourselves the Hebrews, right? So, but the Hebrews were really part of the Pentecostal church. They were just the black branch, right? At the same time, the Noble Drew Ali was going out telling people that he was an Israelite, right? So while both of these conflicting things are going on, and then you got to understand everything else going on around that time. You got Marcus Garvey giving the records. You got A. Philip Randolph trying to get the Pullman Porters, and no, A. Philip didn't come yet. Matter of fact, your boy was still alive. Frederick Douglass. Frederick Douglass is doing this thing. He got his protege, W.B. Du Bois, you know what I'm saying, sneak dissing Marcus Garvey. At the same time, the religious sects are coming through and saying, man, we Hebrew, man, we Israelite. And somehow these shirt takeoff niggers, they just became Hebrew Israelites because they mixed up different religions and different cultures into one culture, and their whole mindset is black woman is God, can I please have some pussy? So don't listen to them rappers because they dying to floss. But it's still a culture, even though it's a subsect of three other subsects of a culture. It's still a culture, right? Nothing happened. Nothing happened to these shirt off ass niggas. Matter of fact, they wear purple robes like they A5A, and they just walk through the streets marching in tandem. They just do protest parades, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't even saying they hoe ass niggas. They got some hitters, but they misguided, bro. They misguided. My number 2 rule in life is what? Do not get killed by a simp over a toddler. And that's like a whole culture of simps. Like their whole life is defend the black pussy, protect the black pussy, take your shirt off to show the black pussy that you breedable. It's pussy, 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 pussy. Like what? Yo, bro, political, education, economic development, maybe? No, pussy, pussy, pussy. Yo, I ain't fucking with y'all. Y'all will kill me over a bitch. But it is what it is, right? So that's how we get the black religious culture. Y'all call it religions now. Y'all call it religious sects because they're popular, but it started off as a culture, right? Let's talk about the next dude who created his own culture in my lifetime. In my lifetime. As a matter of fact, he started his culture the same year I was born. His culture and me, same age. African Bambaataa, who was apparently was a baby boomer, so that makes sense that he was touching on kids. Anyway, African Bambaataa was a American DJ, rapper, and producer from the Bronx. He's the one that created break beats, which became loops, and he was a DJ. We're gonna go past sexual assault because it ain't got nothing to do with that. But this does. Through co-opting the street gang, the Black Spades, into a music and culture oriented universal Zulu nation. I remember Tribe Called Quest. My name is Five Dog from the Zulu Nation. Like, he had a movement, man. it was him, Tribe, Queen Latifah, Moni Love, De La Soul, who else was it? Leaders in the New School. All of them was part of the Zulu Nation. And then you have Rakim sliding through talking about he was from Noble Drew Ali tribe, right? I'm like, man, I'm Islam, right? Islam. So long story short, y'all going wild on the chat, by the way. Anyway, long story short, African Bambaataa, I'm telling you these trips, bro. Man, after Bambaataa won an essay contest that earned him a trip to Africa. I told you something about going to Africa to be triggering y'all niggas, bro. His worldview shifted. He had seen the movie Zulu and was impressed by the solidarity exhibited by the Zulu in that film. So Zulu is a 1964 British epic war film depicting the battle between the British Army and the Zulus in January 1879 during the Anglo-Zulu War. Shout out to Shaka Zulu. Anyway, it shows how 150 British soldiers, 30 of whom were sick and wounded patients in the field hospital, successfully held off a force of 4,000 Zulu warriors. Yeah, I don't remember that in the movie. Anyway, so African Bambaataa went to Africa, watched the movie about Africa while he was in Africa, and became a hip hop legend. He was like, I'm gonna go back home, I'm gonna name my rap group the Zulus, and we just gonna bust beats, and you know what I'm saying? So for him and Cool Herc, you know what I'm saying, was cool. You know what I'm saying? He used to rock parties together. Anyway, my point is, I don't have to read this whole thing. I don't know if he tapped Hassan Campbell, but yeah, he was tapping people. Anyway, here's my thing. Whether you give it to DJ Kool Herc or Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five because he was part of that, from all accounts, African Bambaataa, if not the creator, was one of the 5 founding fathers of hip hop. And he was the most influential because he could slide through the boroughs the easiest, and he was big, and he had a gang, so he could push it without worrying about motherfuckers bullying him. So African Bambaataa was one of the originators that started the culture of hip hop. Now y'all my hip hop culture. That ain't hip hop. That's rap. That ain't hip hop because hip hop is this. That's something else. That's trap. That's drill. We hip hop. Hip hop culture. That culture is as old as I am. So we're just talking about how to create culture. And I don't know if you guys know this, but even though Grandmaster Flash might get locked up, but that's for touching on kids. He ain't get locked up for breaking beats and breakdancing and graffiti and rapping. That culture became very lucrative. Very lucrative. To this day, and you still call it hip hop culture. Noble Drew Ali, when Noble Drew Ali started, that Elijah Muhammad picked up from him as his tutelage. Who was it? Elijah? I think it was Elijah. And then passed on to the Malcolms, who had the mouthpiece and all that. That was a culture that started very small. He got a couple thousand people. A couple of thousand people ain't that much. Mr. Goodberry got a couple thousand people on his YouTube channel. And goddamn it, you already know, just because motherfuckers claim it, that don't mean they watch it. You don't get a couple thousand views. Saying a couple of thousand people listening to you every once in a while ain't really shit. That's like going viral. You know what I'm saying? We all had posts that went viral before. That didn't bring to traffic and bread and none of that shit. So he came to Chicago and he just got a small following of a couple thousand people. And then now you have a huge mosque and you got figureheads like Louis Farrakhan and what's my man name? Her dad? Never mind. He dead now. It don't matter. And and the culture remains. Even though it probably gonna die soon, because Louis Farrakhan has not named a successor, and this nigga's like 90. So he got a lot of baby boomer energy of you can't pass the torch, you can't coach a motherfucker to take your place. But anyway, so that's hip hop culture. So we've gone through Islamic culture, Pentecostal culture, how they blended the Pentecostal church with the Islamic church and became running the force with no shirt on culture. Let's go to who probably is the most famous culture leader. The most famous culture leader, but not the most effective of our time. But the most famous of our time is Jim Jones, baby. Jim Jones. Not the rapper, nigga. Anyway, James Warren Jones, born May 13, 1931, died November 18, 1978, was American cult leader, political activist, preacher, and faith healer who led the People's Temple, a new religious movement between 1955 and 1978 in what he called the Revolutionary Suicide, where Jones and a member of his inner circle orchestrated a mass suicide in his remote jungle commune in Jonestown, Guyana. On November 18, 1978, Jones and the events which occurred at Jonestown has a defining influence on society's perception of cults. Ironically, he was also Pentecostal, by the way. Just throw that out there. Apparently, the Pentecostals, that's what they do. They make cults be. But I want to say this: the reason that this is the most defining cult leader of our time is because the events that occurred at Jonestown had a defining influence on society's perception of cults. There is nothing wrong with creating a culture for you and your people. Nothing wrong with it. The problem comes when anything goes wrong. So we talking about David Duke down in Texas. We talking about Jim Jones. We talking about the Mansons. When things go wrong, everybody say, "Oh my God," because it's a cult. Has nothing to do with that. There's 3,500 registered cults in America. Registered, and then some too small to measure. And most of them peaceful. Like 99.99% of them are peaceful. That's why when something happens, it's newsworthy, because these are places that people go to build their culture, right? But now people are scared of it because don't drink the Kool-Aid, right? That's Jim Jones. Jim Jones is don't drink the Kool-Aid. Now, I'm telling y'all, man, like and sub, share. Motherfuckers is dipping out. They don't want to hear this real shit. That's alright. Check this out. We're going to go to the next one. On culture. L. Ron Hubbard. L. Ron Hubbard was the inventor of Dianetics and the founder of Scientology. Born in Tilden, Nebraska in March of 1911, Hubbard grew up with his family in Helena, Montana. You know what I'm saying? Went to the Navy, traveled the world. Here's the thing. I remember when they used to do commercials for the book Dianetics. L. Ron Hubbard, for those who don't know, was a sci-fi book writer. He wrote like 50-something sci-fi books. And they decent. I've read them. And then he went from writing fiction, then he wrote Dianetics. And Dianetics was that best-selling book. And L. Ron didn't want to pay taxes, so he said, fuck it, I'm going to claim a religion. But here's the thing. Here's something people don't know about Scientology. Scientology is a secular religion. let me say that again. I know it sounds like an oxymoron, but it's true. Scientology is a secular religion. It's ology means the study of science, right? It's a secular religion. You can still be whatever religion you were before you got there. Your whole thing is you have to study science, right? Which makes perfect sense because he was into science. That's why he wrote sci-fi novels. Excuse me, guys. Now, L. Ron Hubbard took that and created satellite churches, if you will, all around the world, so that everybody isn't a Scientologist, but Scientology is available for everybody. They also started what's called Al-Anon, which is one of the most successful rehab places in the world. Let me see if they talk about that in this, because I want to say it right. He was well traveled though. Once you travel, man, you come back and like, you're some bullshit. He traveled to the Far East and Pacific. Second trip to Asia. Like, this motherfucker been dipping. Went back to DC. He's dipping, man. I think the name of the place is Alcana. Let me look though. Rehab Center. Ananon. Let me see. It's called Alkanon or something like that. Anyway, I don't remember the name of it. So, unfortunately, I can't. Alan. Wait, let me see if this is it. Yeah, it's called Al-Anon. And it's a rehab place that teaches you the 12 steps. Like, we admit to be powerless over alcohol. But now they do it for all substances. So this man, like, no cap, L. Ron Hubbard has done a lot of good. But they keep calling him a cult leader. And he is. He led a culture of science, literature, education, rehab from drug addiction and abuse. Like, he not out here with pistols like, yo, this is not the how about to say the Renaissance. The when the Christians fought the Muslims. This ain't that. This is, he's just like, yo, if you want this help, we are a cult. Like, we got apartments for you if you want to just be with other members, all that. But he does get in the hood, right? I have no problem with L. Ron. And I love what L. Ron did. I'm a huge fan, right? He's part of my inspiration. That's why he's my top 5. But because more than anybody else, L. Ron Hubbard showed black people what black people should be doing, which is not being black. But show Tony and swarthy men how to do it, how to syndicate and franchise your culture everywhere. So shout out to him. So I want to get back to this initial video, but we're gonna come back to the video. I'm gonna read the story out to y'all myself, because once again, I don't want to get flagged by taking this content. Let me make this bigger. Too big. Nationwide FBI raids target alleged cult near 5 army posts. They did so many things wrong. Don't be like these dudes. But let me show you what they did wrong. FBI joined with local law enforcement agencies last week to raid at least 5 churches near army installations associated with alleged cult that critics says preys on service members and veterans. I just want to tell you what they did. Now, these are the places it was at. It was in Helzapia, Georgia, I guess, by Fort Gordon, in Hinesville, Georgia, near Fort Stewart, in Fayetteville, North Carolina, near Fort Bragg, Killeen, Texas, near Fort Hood, and Tacoma, Washington, near the John Lewis Air Force Base. Okay, cool. Now, this story doesn't tell you, they just give you the information of where they were. This is why they were raided. They were raided because oh man, I got every screen bigger. For deceiving the VA and defrauding veterans of their education benefits by changing its curriculum to keep students enrolled longer and lying to VA inspectors. The church received at least $700,000 in post 9/11 GI Bill funding over the last 12 years. Over 12 years ain't a lot of money, but they still hit them. Other allegations were they were engaged in other criminal activity and operates like a cult, but being a cult isn't illegal. Manipulate veterans into donating their VA disability compensation to the church and engaged in mortgage fraud. All of those things are illegal whether you're a church or not. The reason that they got shut down, in layman's terms, I'll tell you what happened. They started a school. I'm for that. I'm pro boarding school. But the school wasn't accredited. It was like some ICDC college type shit, right? So it wasn't accredited by anybody. There's different type of accreditations. Like a sub as y'all come in, man. Pay your babysitting fees. There are different types of accreditations that you can get for a school, right? Those include university. There's a lot of things that's called a university that's not a university. America only has 11 universities, if you count MIT. If you don't count MIT, they only had 10. You only have 9. If you count MIT and you count Northwestern, then you're at 11 because they have Ivy League curriculum, but they're not Ivy League schools. So the Ivy League schools are the only universities. As a matter of fact, when you get the word from England, university was specifically for a particular sect of people. Everything else was called college. So what we call high school was really college, right? Anyway, and that's why when you go to a college, like a community college or any school that says college, their accreditation to be a college is basically you going in that motherfucker learning shit you're supposed to learn in high school, right? That's why this whole most educated black woman shit means nothing, because these girls is online learning how to read at the 6th grade level. But so you have an accreditation to be a college, you have an accreditation to be a university. So a state universities have a different type of accreditation. That's why, and they're all accredited by the same type of people. So you can transfer from Indiana University to the Fighting Illini or any state university, and your credits will transfer because they have the same accreditation, meaning they have the same type of curriculum, right? A lot of college courses don't transfer to universities. So when you go to like community colleges and things of that nature, those credits don't always transfer to university because they're under a different accreditation system. But you can transfer from community college to community college, JUCO to JUCO. You understand what I'm saying? And they'll tell you which classes are accredited for university and which ones aren't. They'll let you know, especially if you're like an athlete and you go into JUCO, so you can go, for 2 years, so you can go to a big university. They'll tell you. And then you have Ivy League accreditations. So that's the Oxfords, the Harvards, not Cal U. One of them colleges in LA though, but not UCLA. It's another one. Anyway, those are the upper echelon, colleges. Whole different accreditation. Them motherfuckers, they had no accreditation. They just had a school. And what they were doing was they were taking all the GI Bill money. When you come back from the service, you can go to school for free. And The government pays for it. They were taking all those checks and putting them in classes that meant nothing, and then adding classes to their curriculum to make them stay in school longer so they can get more government checks. They were also taking those GI bills to buy a home, and they were buying the homes in the names of the members without the members signing off on it. They're like, yo, you belong to us, so we just doing shit on your behalf. So they're buying real estate fraudulently. They're doing fraudulent schools. They're doing everything a co's supposed to do wrong as shit. Like, everything they did was good if it was on the up and up, but they had no accreditations. They had no permission to get the real estate. They had no, what else we got here? Because them motherfuckers ain't do shit right. They were taking people VA disability and acting like the pastors were like good healing pastors, and like you paying them for medical visits so they could be like, God will save you. And it was just fucking up. It was fucking up. And then we talked about that. And then lying to the Veterans Association inspectors. But of course, if you're stealing, you lying. That's how you keep it. Berkeley, thank you, Comedy Report. Berkeley is the Ivy League school in Cali. You're absolutely right. Okay, so apparently this was their home base. Looked like any street school. This is where I want to go with this. Guys. The reason that we had this whole explanation of what a tribe is and how, because of Jim Jones and his goddamn Kool-Aid, you have a negative connotation on it. Everything they tell you is bad. Everything that they tell you is bad is because it's poor application to a great thing. Because, especially the coloreds, especially the fucking coloreds, there's a divide between the people who can read and the people who can't read, right? Give you an example. When the Black Keystone Nation started in Chicago under Jeff Fort, there was 21 guys. I don't remember all their names, but I remember Jeff Fort, Mickey Caldwell, and Larry Hoover. I remember them three because Larry Hoover used to be a Stone before he was GD. But President Jimmy Carter reached out to Jeff Fort and was like, man, y'all got a lot of members yelling this Black Keystone Nation, because Black Keystone Nation is a culture, right? They got their own laws, their own system of reprimand, system of promotion, their ranking system, a hierarchy. They got logos, handshakes. They are a culture. And Jimmy Carter recognized that because everybody recognizes the greatness of black men except black women and black men that listen to black women. So Jimmy Carter reached out to Jeff Ford and said, yo, I want you to meet me in DC. Holler at me about, how we can organize the colors. Jeff Ford said, man, I don't give a fuck about dude. He sent Mickey Caldwell. Mickey Caldwell ended up getting a branch of the Black Keystone Nation, which is called the Mickey Cobras, right? Mickey Caldwell go down there, talk to President Carter, come back and say, yo, you want to give us $1 million. All we got to do is do a voters drive. $1 million in 1970, 79, 78? It's good bread, bro. So, but in order to get the money, they needed a bank account. They needed to have a nonprofit. In order for the feds to give them the money, they had to have a nonprofit organization with a linked up bank account. So they went to one of the black pastors in Chicago and said, yo, we need to deposit this money in your account. The black pastor did some bullshit and said he had to pay taxes on it. Jeff Fort don't know shit. He read at 2nd grade level. He just was a natural leader. He couldn't read though. So he told the motherfuckers it was taxes on it. Like, yo, it's 51% taxes on $1 million, which is true if you're an NBA player and they give you $1 million signing bonus. It is not true for grant money, but they let that motherfucker do it. And this fucking Chicago pastor took $510,000 off the top before he gave the Blackstones access to the rest of the money, which they didn't take in a lump sum. Out all that $1 million, Jeff Ford swears to God that all he saw was 30,000, and he ended up going to the feds for mismanagement of that money for $6,000. They said $6,000 of that money was unaccounted for, and he was like, I only got 30,000. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened to the rest of that money, right? But my point of you telling me that story is, you got the street level dudes, and then you have the black bourgeois, the niggas that want to be elite, but all they did was join the frats a couple of times, and now they think they better than regular niggas. With that being said, shout out to Alpha Phi Omega. Y'all got me through college, but still, so the disconnect is, once motherfuckers learn how to read past the 6th grade level, they act like they're better than the people that read past the 3rd grade level. So there's no hegemony. There can't be unity, because motherfuckers think they're better than other people, and they want to manipulate other people, but they dumb as shit too. They just got a degree, and they got access to motherfuckers because of their fraternal connections, right? Because they're part of a cult. Sure, their culture's just Greek. They just Greeks with black faces. You ever notice that in none of these colleges do they have a black, like an African lodge? Like, niggas don't want to be black. They want to be white. They just want to have tans. Like, you know what I'm saying? How white people go get tans? They just want to be tanned white people. You know what I'm saying? Because they do all this shit for the bitches, and the bitches want white boys. Just so not American. Anyway. Or too American. Nah, not American. Anyway. So, I say all that to say this. Cults are great. Absolutely phenomenal. When you set them up correctly and don't do nothing that they did. Like, set up everything they set up and then pay wrong with its wrongs. One of the things that my man said in this video that I thought was so dope was, I don't want to play this whole video just to hear this one line, but what he said was, what this gentleman right here said that I thought was so dope is, he said, man, the feds don't care what you do normally as long as you pay what you got to pay them. How long have I been telling y'all that, man, we could tribe up anywhere. We just got to pay wrong with his wrongs. We don't have to listen to local laws or state laws. We just have to follow federal laws and constitutional laws and pay wrong with his wrongs. Rome will give you money. Rome will give you money to stay the fuck out the way. The Klan will give you money to stay out the way. The only motherfuckers that want to see you horrible is the women that you love. Y'all keep blaming white supremacy when it's really just tolerant, bro. Like 90% of the shit y'all blame on white supremacy or government policy or the system is goddamn toddlers, man. Fucking toddlers, bro. Everything else is a system that you can duplicate and you can put your own people in. You can tell me about white police officers all day, but nobody has stopped you from forming a militia. That's your second constitutional right. The right to bear arms and create a militia. I think a militia is like number 6 though. But it might be included with the right to bear arms. I think it might be part of 2. So you can have your own police force, that's what you want to do. But y'all don't want to pay $26 a week for a police force made of niggas off your block. Just meant $32 a day on dark liquor, but $26 a week for a police, oh no. So, yeah. Last gone black. But yeah, one of the greatest things he said on that, which inspired me to do this, was the fact that he was saying, I'm gonna see if I could just find that one line. That's what I have. He go in on the Mormons and all type of shit. Like, he don't give a fuck, yo. He's against all frats. But I ain't gonna look at no commercial. The next thing I want to show y'all is how the frat benefits you in building your entire culture. Don't worry about the infrastructure, the system. I got all that done. You know what I'm saying? I'm only showing it to people who completed the tolerology course. Speaking of the tolerology course, before we go forward, I want to show y'all something real quick. But before I show y'all, I'm about to take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. Toddler tales are crazy stories that could only happen to me. Each tale is endorsed by Toddlerology and the Marry Your Secretary courses. In a world where toddlers are only loyal to her employer, learn the skills needed to train your toddler to work at your relationship like she works at her job. There's courses for every level of your relationship status, including polygamy. Need support? Join scheduled study groups with other Toddlerology members. Click the link below. And now, back to today's story. Oh man, I tried to catch it. I thought I'd be back before commercial went off, but here we are. So, remember I always tell you guys about these toddlers. I say toddlers don't know shit. They just do shit. I tell you guys that toddlers don't want money. They don't want money. All that high value shit, fuck all that. They don't want money. They just want stuff. If they have the stuff, they don't need the money. They don't want to do shit. They don't know shit. They don't want to do shit. They just want shit. They want stuff, right? Just stuff. Purses, shoes. They just want stuff. And they live comparatively. So they just want the stuff that other people have. They don't even know why they want it. They just want stuff. Because they're empty on the inside. Their whole body is a series of holes. They just empty on the inside. They want stuff to fill them, right? Hold on. Excuse me, guys. All right, so I want to show you an example of a girl that just wants stuff and why your tolerology is so important. To being able to train your toddler to tell her the stuff she wants righteously. Somebody sent me this clip yesterday and I said, man, it doesn't really fit the coach show, but then I was like, it does fit the coach show. Because as you build a culture, I tell you guys, like, yo, you got to have secretary pools, you have to have secretary training centers to deprogram and reprogram your toddler to be the toddler that can become your secretary, or just be part of the secretary pool and bust down the nation. Because we all need nation hoes. Don't get it twisted. Like, we don't love hoes. But you don't want to marry a hoe. You want to marry a secretary. But, so, check out this video. My man says she nutty. All girls are nutty. So don't pay attention that she crazy as shit. Because all girls are crazy. Just know that you can, if you train her, you got you a toddler. Now check this out.
I don't know about y'all, but telling me I'm hardworking is not a compliment. I don't want to be here. I work so I could buy shit, and that's it. That's
Pause. What I tell you, they don't want money. They just want stuff. That's it. I'm going to bring that back. They don't want money. They just want stuff. Y'all trying to build with women is why y'all can't keep a fucking woman. You build with the guys and you pimp the bitch. What the fuck is wrong with... I was going to say who raised y'all, but y'all was raised by Simpson grandmas who were feminists. So I understand, but I'm going to get y'all right, man. I'm going to teach y'all how to vet and I'm going to teach y'all how to score. Because I don't want to die from a simp over a toddler because y'all too fucking chivalrous and y'all really think her feelings matter to life. Who the fuck gives a fuck about feelings? Y'all niggas crazy. Oh, you just need her to love you. If you do such and such, then she'll feel such... Man, feelings is her fucking game, bro. Feelings is her game. Your game's supposed to be logic. If you can't tell this bitch what to think, then you trying to tell her what to feel gonna backfire on you and she gonna burn your clothes, nigga, and set you up. Because girls are dumb and they build on destruction. You better think about what this goofy bitch finna do, and then whatever you thought about, she gonna do something totally different. Goddamn it, at least you prepared for something. But when you try, you have policies to prevent the common dumb shit that toddlers do. I want to show y'all something real quick. And I'm gonna come back to it. I'm gonna come back to this. Those who take the Marry Your Secretary course, y'all study this on course 2. Y'all study the book How to Screw in 72, but y'all study the ebook. When this book was written, it was a double-sided book. It was 2 books in one. You know what the other side was? How to dodge child support. So when you open the book, one side is how to screw in 70. That's why you see the barcode right there on this side. One side was how to screw in 72 to tell you how to get the pussy, and the other side was to tell you how to duck child support. Right? This is an older book, so I had to edit to the ducking child support part because a lot of things that happen with Roe versus Wade and things of that nature. But that's why we need the Marry Your Secretary app. So the app will do everything for you. It'll tell a girl when she's marriage material, goddamn it, how much allowance she should get, what the fuck she should be doing for you. It'll give you primary custody. It'll keep you out of it's an arbitration button. You can get an arbitrator so you ain't got to go to court. If you go to court, you got your own witness with the state. Like, it's a lot of stuff in this app. The app costs like, I don't know, $1,500 for the base level, $2,500 to get all the designs I want. So y'all niggas need to like and sub and get me to 1,000 so I can afford to create this goddamn app to save y'all life. Cause y'all don't know shit. Y'all don't know shit about dating. Y'all don't know shit about toddlers. Y'all just learned these bitches is crazy during the pandemic. I've been preaching this shit for fucking 15 years. Look, I'm here for you though. I got you. So let's go back to the toddler. Why she tells her how she don't need money. She just wants stuff. And she don't really need stuff because she pretty. She can just wear lotion. Get this bitch some glitter lotion and some hair care products and she can just walk around naked in Crocs, nigga. She don't need shit. Anyway.
I don't know about y'all, but telling me I'm hardworking is not a compliment. I don't want to be here. I work so I could buy shit, and that's it. That's the only reason why I work. My mama didn't do her motherfucking job and create generational wealth for me, so now I gotta work. Stop telling me I'm hardworking. I don't like that. Stop being fucking rude. Stop.
Hold on, she having a mental breakdown from a compliment, though, by the way, because girls hate compliments. You can't tell her she pretty, can't tell her hair nice, she'll stop washing her ass. Don't tell her she doing a good job, because then you'll think that she actually want to work. But these girls don't want to work. They don't want to do shit. They don't want to do shit. So, but I'm telling you guys is, tribe up so you can have the secretary pool and get a bunch of goofy bitches that don't want to do shit, and then you show them how to do shit. Why not? They not thinking they doing shit. But I paused it because she said her mother didn't do a good job at creating generational wealth. That's not a woman's job. That's a man's job. So this girl's already lost. She's gone because she already think girl power. And that black girl magic ain't did shit but made men disappear. Sad to come talking about she a victim. All blacks are victims. But blacks are women, gays, and felons. Men shouldn't be black. Better take your Tony ass over here and get some of this tribalism. Anyway.
So now I gotta work. Stop telling me I'm hardworking. I don't like that. Stop being fucking rude. Stop being rude. Stop it. It's giving house nigga in the field. I gotta cook, I gotta clean, and I gotta work. I gotta do my own hair. Jesus, where is it?
Hold on. But don't I tell you that the coloreds love slavery? If they ain't descendants of slaves, they want to be Hebrew niggas that were slaves for 430 years. That's all the fuck they want to be as slaves. All blacks want to be as slaves. I'm telling you, these bitches want to be your slaves. But I'm saying this because listen to what she says. She says, I'm a house nigga in the fields. Because all they references is slavery. Because they want to be slaves, bro. You just don't want to, you want to maximize a woman instead of supporting the logo. So the tribe will take care of your bitch for you and they'll be happy like, oh my God, I'm down with the logo. Girls love logos. Anyway.
I gotta clean and I gotta work. I gotta do my own hair.
Hold on.
Jesus, where does it end?
Let me go back to what she said. She a house nigga in the field.
It's giving house nigga in the field. I gotta cook, I gotta clean, and I gotta work. I gotta do my own hair. Jesus, where does it end? And stop putting that in the air. Stop manifesting that for me. Stop. Because whoever's listening keeps giving me hard work because y'all keep saying that. I don't want to do it no more. Stop. I don't want to be here. When J. Cole said that she don't want to be saved, he wasn't talking about me. Come get me. Y'all be like, most women don't want to get their hands dirty. It's me. I don't want to get my hands. It's me. Come get me. I don't want to work. I'm tired.
Shorty lost her motherfucking mind, bro. She had, bruh. That's it. That's it. That video. I'm crying, bro. Look. Let your toddlers be toddlers, bro. You treat them like adults. They not good here. They not good at it, bro. I didn't pull this up earlier, but it reminded me of another video that we saw one day. Let's see if I can find it real quick before I end the show. That mirrors her sentiments. Look, these toddlers, they want to cosplay as adults. They don't want to be adults. You guys keep talking about building with them and it's expensive out here, 50-50 and all this shit. And I'm not, I promise you when I say this, I'm saying this from a position of power, not from a position of simping. These toddlers just want other people to take care of them. They don't care if it's a man, if it's the government. They don't care. They just, but you guys care and you want to build with them and you want to make them included in actual real life decision making processes and all type of silliness, bro. Look, there's two type of girls. There's concubines and there's secretaries. And both of them fucking. The only difference is one of them follows instructions. That's the only difference. You know what I'm saying? Girls who give a shit about all girls who follow instructions based on you providing, not you like individually particularly, but you as men. When men as a tribe, when men provide the things in which toddlers need in order to be lazy toddlers, but you don't want no lazy toddler. You're going to put it to work. But in order to have the preconceived notion they can be lazy toddlers, they will do whatever it takes. They'll go on Section 8 and not do shit until it's time for the social worker to come by. Then all of a sudden, they'll do everything the social worker says. They'll get every documentation, every certification. Goddamn welfare to work? Okay, I'm going to work 20 hours a week because they don't want to work more than 4 hours a day. I don't give a fuck who it is. But they'll do it. Walmart always hiring, man. And Walmart hires part-time. I don't even think there's any full-time employees at Walmart, honestly. But toddlers just want to toddle. They just want to toddle. So, tribally, in order, when men are straight, everybody's straight. When girls straight, everything fucked up. Every motherfucker's in jail, dead, all type of shit. Because when you give a girl a voice, it's just not a good look. It's all bad. It's all wrong. It's just bad. It's just bad. I wouldn't recommend it to a friend. But when you control the environment, then you control the toddler. Because toddlers want to be slaves, bro. They're mad about it because they think that marriage is oppression, but they think that busting their ass for a logo is empowering. You know what I'm saying? The only thing they want to do is be given 10 hours worth of work a day that they not going to do because they're only going to do 3.5 hours worth of work. So you spread it out so it seems like 10 hours worth of work, even though it's only like 6 hours. And then they ask to get it all done early so they can get off work an hour early. That's all they want to do. Their whole thing is they want to knock whatever they're supposed to be doing out the way so they can get off an hour early. It's all a mind fuck. Toddlers are not that deep. Girls are dumb. They don't know shit. They just do shit. Only thing toddlers concentrate on is how to fuck up your life. They learn the rules. They learn laws and policies and handbooks to fuck up your life. They just looking for a way to fuck up your life. They don't try anything else. They don't try to invent shit. Get them to build shit. Don't try to do shit. Their only goal in life is to fuck up yours. When you tribe up and you protect yourself from the average ways that a toddler will fuck up your life, and they're not permitted to do so, but they feel the reward system of being treated like a toddler instead of an adult. That's the trade-off. You can't fuck up my life, but I'll treat you like a toddler. That's the trade-off. They will be happy with that. They will be very happy with that. They live for that type of shit. Y'all think I'm playing. Y'all think I'm bullshit. But I'm dead ass. They live for that type of shit. They just want a title. I'm try one more place. I'm looking for this video. One more place and then I'm going to give up. I'm going to shut it down if I don't find the video now. But, let's see. Try one more place. Because I remember this lady. She was jabbing. She was hilarious, too. There was a video, for those of you who remember. It was like I want to say she was Nigerian or something. But she could have been from the Caribbean. And she was just jabbing like she hate feminism because feminism got her working, and like let me see if this is ain't no Lady T. That wouldn't be it. These dudes be sending me so many videos of crazy ass shit that toddlers be doing, yo, that it just bro, it's never any lack of content or information that will make your point, whatever your point is, because life is life, bro. There's different type of people all the way around the world, so you can always make your point. Here's the thing, though. Men are awesome. Men are fucking awesome, bro. I mean, the majority, like 80% of men are fucking awesome. Probably closer to 85 are awesome. Then you got the assholes. 80% of women on bullshit. 80% of men are awesome, right? Just like 80% of women are single moms, but only 20% of men have kids in the streets, and out of that, 64% of that 80% of women with kids, 64% of them have 3 or more kids by 3 or more men. But only 4% of men have kids by 3 or more women. So when they start talking about all the bullshit they talking about, how niggas need to step up and it's I ain't number they all fucking the same 4 dudes and then they complaining about it because girls are dumb. Girls are just dumb. But you want to be one of those 4 dudes though, because then life is fun. Because girls gonna complain no matter what. If you give a girl 2 great decisions, they'll make a 3rd decision because who are they to listen to a man? Just so they can fuck up. You know what I'm saying? You have to, just like a real child. When you have a real toddler, a real infant, you got to toddler-proof your home, right? You got to put gates across the doors, like the bedroom, like the bedroom doors and stuff like that, so they can't walk around. You got to put those little safety plug things into your outlets so they don't electrocute themselves and put a fork in there. You have to child-proof your home. You got to toddler-proof your life. When you tribe up, when you take toddlerology, that's the first step to tribing up, to toddler-proof your life so you can be great. Everything that brings you down, if you're not a criminal, if you're a criminal, you black, but everything that brings you down relates toward the destabilization of a toddler. Y'all blaming on white supremacy, y'all blaming on the system. It's a goddamn toddler. Motherfuckers stealing your kids, taking most of your fucking revenue, taking your crib you built, you know what I'm saying, that you bought for them, goddamn it. So if they not kidnappers, they fucking, and then they talk about black men don't have shit. They don't have shit because y'all got the worst toddlers on earth, and their whole job is to make you poor so they can say they could do bad by themselves. If you remove trying to build with a goofy bitch and build with the guys, you'll always have shit. You'll always have shit. Everybody talk about the Pookies and Ray Rays, but you know what the Pookies and Ray Rays didn't do until recently, until the single mama shit just took over the world? Build with women. They'll build with the guys, and they'll have a crib, and they'll just have a woman in the crib. She part of the feng shui. She part of the furniture. I come in the crib, it's gonna be a girl there. Cause I'm a baller, I deserve that. He didn't depend on her to pay the light bill. They were tricking, and I'm not, because they didn't have a system, they just had bread. But what I'm saying is they got the bread because they didn't worry about the toddler. But once they started pillow talking and telling the toddler what they were doing, because he loved her, because girls don't love you. Girls make permanent decisions based on temporary emotions. So because he loved her, he tell us shit. As soon as they break up, what does she do? Tell the motherfucking police everything, nigga. The fake IDs, cases in Virginia, body in DC. They tell everything. You keep your business with the bros. You keep the bitch in the dark. You don't tell your kids about your bills and your job. This ain't career day. Treat them like a toddler. And they'll love you for it. Yeah, they gonna ask questions. Yeah, they gonna throw temper tantrums. That's what toddlers do. But you keep your, you can say keep your veins cold, but I'm saying shit, veins for what, bro? You supposed to be the thinker. She's supposed to be the feeler. Who give a fuck how she feel, nigga? What matters is what you think. And when you having a problem, when you confuse your thoughts with your feelings, that's why you tribe. So the system is there to keep you in line. The system is the culture. Whatever culture it is based on the system that you create or that somebody creates for you. If you don't do it yourself, somebody else will do it for you. And that's what y'all complain about. White supremacy made the system for us. We don't like it. Well, make a fucking system. Tribe up. Anyway, I can't find a young lady, but I ain't gonna lie, but she was funny as shit. I'm not gonna front. I did a video about her at a different time when she was like, yo, she hate Karens, and she was folding laundry, talking about how she was snapping, bro. She was snapping. But unfortunately, I can't find it. So, on that note, what's this? Nope. Thought it was it. Wasn't it? Click off. My mouse hates me. Nah, that wasn't it. But so, yeah, I can't find it. But it was hilarious. It sounded just like that young lady though. So since I can't find it, I'm gonna let her be my outro, bro. Because I found this hilarious. And I wanna shout out who sent me this. I don't even remember who sent me this. It was I think it was Emmanuel though. Shout out to Emmanuel for sending me this hilarious clip. Shit is hilarious. I mean, absolutely hilarious.
I don't know about y'all.
But I need y'all to listen to what she's saying, yo. And I'm an outro on this. But I need y'all to listen to what she's saying. And
I don't know about y'all, but
bitch, I'm talking. But everything she's saying is what I tell you about these toddlers, bro. So we've established culture and how to form culture, minus the Kool-Aid and the Fed indictments, right? Because you see what they do well, and then you take the meat, cut off the fat. Don't be a nigger. Don't be like, oh my God, that's the fat. Oh my God, everybody got locked up. Everybody drunk Kool-Aid. No, those are extreme situations, extreme circumstances. That's the bad part. That's the bad part. That don't worry about the bad part. A lot of stuff went wrong before then. Before they got to Jonestown, Guyana, they were in LA, I think. They was in the States, and they had to leave because they was already fucking up in the States. Like, XL, you sent that clip? Yo, it's hilarious, B. So don't worry about none of that shit. Just do what you're supposed to do. Create your culture, syndicate your culture. Next thing you know, man, it's the new norm. Function is the new normal. Once you stop being black and stop trying to save communities you ain't breaking, try to save goofy bitches that don't need no protection, and try to save motherfuckers that's competing with you and blaming white supremacy, but it's not supremacy because most of them motherfuckers trailer park. It's just a system, right? A system. and you create your own system that work for you, and you work your system and work the bugs out, and then you bring in the toddlers, and then all these motherfuckers, they'll still be nuts. But there'll be a system of penalty, like, yo, you can move around, right? Yeah, OJ Simpson mom and dad, because his dad was working, he was like in the Navy or some shit, and he was being, yeah, that's true. Talking about she ready for Candyland. Shout out to Candyland.
Telling me I'm hardworking is not a compliment. I don't want to be here. I work so I could buy shit, and that's it. That's the only reason why I work. My mama didn't do her motherfucking job and create generational wealth for me, so now I gotta work. Stop telling me I'm hardworking. I don't like that. Stop being fucking rude. Stop being rude. Stop it. It's giving house nigga in the field. I gotta cook, I gotta clean, and I gotta work. I gotta do my own hair. Jesus, where does it end? And stop putting that in the air. Stop manifesting that for me. Stop. Because whoever's listening keeps giving me hard work because y'all keep saying that. I don't want to do it no more. Stop. I don't want to be here. When J. Cole said she don't want to be saved, he wasn't talking about me. Come get me. Y'all be like, most women don't want to get their hands dirty. It's me. I don't want to get my hands. It's me. Come get me. I don't want to work. I'm tired.
That's hilarious. Bros, look. Don't save these hoes. Save your bros. These girls gonna follow the guys. Represent this tribal logo. Represent your tribe. Represent your tribe. And the girls will follow you. And then you can tell them what they need to do. Because whatever you have for them to do, if you enter your Marry Your Secretary course, it'll work out for you. Speaking of that, make sure y'all get y'all courses in. Because like I said, price is triple on the first. So even if y'all don't take it, y'all better get it now and get grandfathered in. We about to start a whole media ad campaign over this shit and everything, bro. Because everybody needs this tolerology. This is about to be the new norm, bro. Marry Your Secretary is about to be the new norm. And I guarantee you, how many girls have you heard? If y'all my Facebook friend, how many girls tell me they be like, this your toddler? They want to be toddlers. And then there's a couple of girls who think they can read and they want to be secretaries. How many girls I bust down? And I'm like, girl, I don't want no wife. I want a secretary. Can I be the head secretary? What's the head like? Can I be the head secretary now? No. But I'm telling you, look, bro, I'm going to take y'all to the promised land, bro. Y'all just got to follow instructions. If y'all can follow instructions, y'all can give instructions. And once y'all can give instructions, y'all have a secretary. And then all this bullshit y'all worried about, bro, all that shit will be taken care of, bro. Because I love you, because y'all a reflection of me, and I love me, B. Anyway, on that note, like I said, link in the subscription. Shout out to everybody on YouTube, on the playback, everybody on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, man. Let's get this cracking. Pay your babysitting fees, $ OakSummers, and we out until tomorrow. And I'm gonna take call in tomorrow. I got a new server, I got a new system, a new server. I'm gonna show it to y'all real quick. I ain't use it today. The link is in the description to call in, but I didn't use the server today. But I'm gonna show it to you guys because I think it's kind of dope. Bam, here it is. I have a new system called Riverside. Riverside, for those just doing pods, Riverside, I may use that to take over the Streamlabs that I'm currently using. Riverside allows me to do everything that we doing here. You see me? You go into the studio, and I could do everything. I could still share copy links. Y'all can come in. Y'all can check it out. So I may start using Riverside. I could share screens and all type of cool stuff. I could do everything. We could do it everything else. So I may start using this because that system goes directly into Spotify. So I may start using that soon. So it'll be different links than you guys are used to, but y'all will be able to come in and chop it up with me like you always do. So once I figure this out though, because I just decided to open up today what I was doing, all the Spotify connects and getting on Amazon and all that. Since I just give me to tomorrow to figure out the software. We're gonna start taking call-ins tomorrow. Anyway, with that being said, we're regular me. And I can't even use regular me because the other me up. Bam, there go regular me. So, take your tolerology course. We about to go huge, bro. Like and sub. Get your boy to 1,000, man. So we can monetize this shit so I ain't got to keep asking y'all to pay y'all babysitting fees, man. Look, because I'm giving y'all life-changing information, bro. Like, I'm telling y'all shit y'all ain't never really put into the perspective like that, bro. I know y'all ain't never, you know what I'm saying? This ain't no pro-blackity black, no God gonna provide, no love your sister queen and everything gonna work out and wealth comes from nuclear families, so we need our women. You don't need these bitches for shit. With clothes on? Clothes on? The only reason you need them is because the generations before you gave so much of their power to empower toddlers that you can't do business in liberal cities without going through a toddler, which is fucked up because toddlers don't want to help you. They don't hire you for odd jobs. They don't hire you when they work in human resources. They don't they don't support you when you strong. They support you when you weak. When they think you fucked up, they think you just out here bad. They're like, oh, let's help him out. He's cute. But as soon as they think that you got $2 in your pocket, they will shut you down and shut you out. All of a sudden, you'll hear all type of grape accusations and all type of shit. These bitches are not your friends, bro. Unless you black. You know, if you gay or a felon, they're your friend. But if you a heterosexual man with a 580 credit score or better and a job that you've been with more than 3 months, they are not your friends, man. Anyway, take your tolerology, man. Take your tolerology. Take the Marry Your Secretary course. Love each other as you love yourself. Feedback.
Dirty folks. Dirty folks. Dirty folks. No soap. No soap. Title's gonna title. Title's gonna Title's gonna title. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Stay away from cities with dyke mayors. They spray the pipes major. Don't play with your life, player. Or shake the dice, player. But if you got a quota, then stay away from toddlers. These bitches are fight promoters. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Train your toddler. Please train your toddler. Whippings, timeouts, take her allowance. Cause on sweat she will destroy your life if you allow it. Fucking, I'm tired of rapping. Yo, low, bring in the choir. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare.
Why are you moving out?
Because
Why did Daddy say so?
because we were talking about every night, I wanted some boyfriends, so I'm moving out.
Because
Okay.
Daddy told you can't have a boyfriend in his house? So you're moving out?
Yes.
Start from here. Now we streaming live to Spotify.